chances are you've heard child's pose is a place to rest. If you need to take a rest during the class, go to child's pose. For many, it can be a place of rest. For lots, it's not that comfortable. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, what is the purpose of this child's pose? Some child's pose are there for you to feel as relaxed as you possibly can. It's usually done at the beginning or end of class to get you centered, to get you calm, to get you into that parasympathetic nervous system state. Other child's poses are sometimes there to stretch out your lats, to stretch out your quadriceps, or maybe even to stretch out the fronts of your shins or even the bottoms of your feet. So knowing the purpose of the child's pose can help direct you in what ways to change and adapt the child's pose to meet your needs. For traditional child's pose, we typically say big toes and knees together. Arms reach out in front of you, forehead comes down to the floor. For most, that isn't the most comfortable. Not comfortable for me. A more relaxed version is to take the knees a little bit wider, reach the arms out in front of you, forehead comes down to the floor. And if you have tight shoulders or lats, your elbows can be bent, or you can even take the arms alongside the body. If you have tight ankles or tight feet, another option is to curl the toes under. Again, your knees can be apart, they could be together. Then reach the arms out in front of you. If your forehead doesn't make it to the floor, that's okay too. A common reason why a child's pose may not be comfortable is due to tight hips. Taking a blanket, you can either fold it or roll it, or you can do the same thing with an extra yoga mat if you don't have a blanket on hand. Placing it in the hip crease and then reaching out the arms in front of you. Again, the head may or may not come to the floor, and that's okay. Another common issue is tight ankles. Taking, again, rolled blanket or a rolled mat, placing it underneath the ankles before leaning forward can help ease the stress. There's a variety of reasons why this may not be comfortable on the knees. You have a couple of options. You can take a blanket, again, fold it up, place it close to your knee joint or all the way in before sitting your hips back and leaning forward. Another option is to create a larger buffer between the heels and the bottom and keeping the pressure off of the knees. You can do this by folding a blanket, a mat, or even using a yoga block. Place it between the heels and the bottom and then reach forward. As I mentioned, if the purpose of your child's pose is to relax, it's important to feel really supported. There may be a variety of reasons why you cannot reach your head to the floor, and that's okay. You don't have to prop yourself in all the ways to get your head to connect to the mat. You can also just place a block between your head and the floor. This is also a great way to support a child's pose for somebody with any type of cervical spine issues like herniated discs. Now, if you're an expecting mama, knees wide, maybe a lot wider, might feel even more comfortable for you. Reaching your arms out in front of you, there should be a little bit more space for your growing baby. If you are supporting a multiple pregnancy or very far along in your third trimester, you can stack blocks tall and then lean forward and rest your head on the blocks. Using a bolster to support your child's pose is a great way to really sink in and relax. For this, you do want the knees wider, so there's space for you to place the bolster between your legs. Then reach your belly out in front of you. If you happen to have a medical condition where you're unable to lower the head below the heart, place a block underneath the bolster before moving into your child's pose. Treat this one the same way as you would with a normal restorative child's pose with a bolster, and make sure you turn your head the other way, either halfway through or the next time around. You can combine any of the variations I showed in child's pose today and make child's pose as comfortable as possible for you and your body the moment you're doing it. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this.